Hi, beautiful Leo. Welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Leo, this is your love reading starting today on the 1st of April. Magical. And just for the very near future, I've stopped to put an end date to the readings, and I just figure when people are finding their way here, I don't want it to be an end date there. If there's something resonating with them, they can still listen to it because I haven't put an end date to it. But I've decided to incorporate the number because I am a sucker for numbers. Spirit often, I don't say spirit, I say source. Source often speaks to me through numbers, which I just love. It's just a little game every day. And amongst a gazillion other things I should add. But yes, so today we have the number 1, which is all about new beginnings, all about starting over, starting fresh. And so it's a really yummy energy that we're building this reading on. And as I said, I don't put an end date to it, and also it's not significant that you then listen to it just today. It's just a vibration that I'm after from that particular number, and it's so it can still resonate on the 8th or 9th or 16th. Like, it has nothing to do with the specific number 1, but what the frequency that the number 1 is carrying, if that makes sense. So let's see what specifically is going on for you, Leo, for your love story. This group that is here now from the Leos. Thank you so much, guys, for just being here, for listening, and for building this community. I feel like it's starting to grow, which is amazing. Gemini and Virgo is very much a larger community within the community already. I don't know why they have skyrocketed so much and not the other signs, but all in good time. So let's see. If you don't like the shuffling, please fast forward. I also incorporate the shuffling in the reading. So there's something about it being a bit tricky here, about how it's not really flowing. But every card sort of wants to come out. So I feel like you're on the brink. In your love story, however that resonates, you're on the brink. Like, you're just on the edge of figuring something out, meeting somebody, changing something. Oh, it was more than one. Cool. Oh, okay. I think that's it. So we're starting with these. Oh, gorgeous. So on the table we have 7, 2, and 3, and then with the number 1, it's like 1, 2, 3. So there's a ready, set, go feeling. There's a waiting for something, waiting for somebody. But let's just dive right into this. Let me feel into it for a bit. So, Leo. So this 7 of Ariel, first of all, and I want to say that the program reverses the cards, the images on the cards, not the cards, because then it would be like that, but the image on the card. And I will read out to you what it says, I promise. Sometimes I don't even feel drawn to the words, and then we'll just leave it out like that. But this time, like, it says 7 of Ariel, and Ariel is all about love for me. We have the pink border, which is all about the romantic love. And then we have the number 7. So there's some sort of, not completion, but some sort of... I always struggle a bit to describe the 7 energy. I mean, 7 within itself just speaks about how you're guided, how the angels are with you, how the angels are overseeing this relationship, overseeing you, like nurturing you, taking care of you. But as if number 9 is a ending of something is coming to an end. Number 10 is all about completion. We completed a cycle. 7 is all about it's sort of reminding of the number 10 energy. It's sort of a completion, but it's like, if number 10 is, okay, so I did all of this and it's a completion. I did it. I finished school. I'm gonna wrap it up, or you know, I did this work, I did this paper, and I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna put it in there and not think about it anymore, and then move on. Number 7 is all about how you prepared for it, how you built it, how you nurtured it, and how we ended up at this place where I now sort of, there's nothing more to do, but let's just now wait for the fruits of it. Let's see how can we now enjoy this? How can we now pluck the fruit? Stuff like that. I usually say, like, on the 7th day he rested. So it's like we're building the earth in 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. And it's not like, and so that's done, now move on to the next earth. Now it's like, let's explore earth. Let's explore everything that is here. Let's explore everything that human beings are, animals are, like, so that you get to explore. So in terms of your love story, there is romantic love here. There is, and why I say romantic love is because there's not love between two siblings or love between two friends, or, you know, it's this is romantic love. So there's something that you built. There's something that it could be like you worked on yourself, you matured, you've been in a relationship over time, and so it could be both for committed, or if you're single, you could be separated from somebody. This is just a feeling of you did all you could do. So if, for instance, if you're in a committed relationship, you really have matured within yourself, and you've matured within this relationship, and you're at this stage now where let's just find out how we can make the most of it. Let's find out how we can sort of enjoy each other's company in the best beneficial way. Like, yummy stuff for the committed. If you're single, it just means that whatever sort of relationships that you've been through in the past, whatever has led you to this specific moment in time, we have the number 1 today, starting a fresh new month, starting a fresh new frequency with the number 1. So it's all about starting over, starting fresh, starting new. It's a new beginning for you. And it's a new beginning in terms of, okay, I've made my dues, I almost want to say, but like, you kissed a lot of frogs, you matured, it has led to this place. We're finally here, we have arrived, and now let's just wait for this gorgeous person to arrive. And because I see, oh yeah, sorry. And if you're separated, I just want to say, like, lay down the basis for this. If you're separated, this means maybe you've been separated for just a couple of months, or you've been separated for years. And it's like whatever they needed to go through in your separation, and whatever you needed to go through in your separation, I mean, it's the same separation, but whatever, like, growth you needed to do in your individual areas, in your individual life. It could even be that they needed to be in a different relationship with somebody else, or you've been in a different relationship than from this person coming back. And it's like you did what you needed to do. You matured, you've grown, you managed to come to the place that you needed to be in order for now the separation to come back together, if that makes sense. And I also I can't just sit here and make it like do a love reading, and it's all about the love, the romantic love, and it's, you know, it just so happens that they're gonna come back now. I mean, in the scheme of the bigger picture, which I think is we're in this great awakening on this earth, is how I see it. And we've been on this great awakening probably ever since you were born. No matter what age, ever since you were born, this is the time of the great awakening. And there's so much more I could say about that, but it's your love story let's not dive deeper. But so at the same time, it's not just that you're separated, or it's not just that you're single, or it's not just that you're in a committed relationship. Whatever you need right now, Leo, on your specific spiritual path, on your way to your great awakening, is how the relationships is going to play out. I hope that makes sense. So if you need to awaken more through relationships, you probably have had a tougher time with the relationships. If you awaken quicker, or if you sort of come to terms with who you are quicker by being with somebody, by being in a committed relationship that is really healthy for you, that is really beautiful for you, but you've had major growth in other areas, like that's how I feel the reason why certain relationships are the way they are. They are the way they are, but it's sort of the foundation of them all is due to, or is like coexisting. It's coexisting with you in terms of what's going on in your spiritual path. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so when I look at these cards, because I see the two other cards that comes out, which has 3 women on it, like there's a woman angel here, we have Ariel here, and then we have Haniel, maybe you say that in English, and Gabriel. And it's all about like there's something with like you're standing. Let's just do this. Can I just have some clarification around this first card, or the thing that I'm feeling? The thing that I'm feeling around this, what is that? Just so I can describe it as clearly as possible for you guys. I'm trying to put the cards down as softly as I can. 3 cards. Wow. So we have another 7, which is awesome. Underneath is air. So 7, 7. And then an ace and the number 4. Okay, so what does this mean? It is your story. It's your story. It's a combined story. Like for you guys. Okay, so it's not an individual. I'm sorry. I'm just sorting it out here. So gorgeous cards, by the way, that is coming out. In the future, I will have the ability to show you both the cards and me at the same time. Okay, so we have 7 of Raphael coming out underneath the 7 of Ariel. So we have 2 7, and it's a strong emphasis on the fact that you did your homework. You've matured enough. There's no more to do. Like there's no more. It is almost like to just be patient now. It's almost sort of good in a way that this quarantine thing is happening. It's almost like this quarantine thing is happening around, like across the world right now. And that's the only reason why it's almost like, I mean, I have plans. I know that my sister and their family have plans, and they were like on their way to move forward with certain things. And because they can't move, they just literally, it's just sit and wait right now. It's just waiting it out. Not sit and wait, not do anything, but it's like to proceed. It's almost like everything is put on halt or put on pause. So that's the only thing. Like there's nothing more for you to do. Everything is in perfect alignment between you guys. And it's like, if you're already in a committed relationship, there is some sort of pause. There is some sort of halt that you're waiting as well. There's something within the relationship and you're waiting on something as well. Like it's not like you're taking a break from each other or anything like that. It's just it could be something, I'm not saying it is, but it could be something like, okay, we want to get pregnant and you ovulated, whoever you are in this particular reading, whoever did the ovulating, I mean, and then there's a window of 2 weeks before you can actually find out whether you're pregnant or not. And during those 2 weeks, there's nothing you can do about it. it's going to take the time it takes for this egg to either be conceived, is that how you say it, or not. Like it's there's nothing you can do. You can just wait. So there's nothing more. You can't add another sperm. You can't check earlier. You can't, there's nothing more to do on your part. Just wait it out. Have as much fun as you can in the meantime. And in 2 weeks, let's see. That's how I feel for you, Leo. If you're single or if you're in a separated situation, there's nothing more to do now. You just wait it out. Just be patient and wait it out. Okay? With the double sevens here. So it's a strong emphasis on there, that wouldn't come out again. And then what I asked for, because it's like, okay, so I seen these cards. Here's this angel behind you. That's what it feels like. And then there's this other gorgeous angel alone, and then there's this other gorgeous angel alone. So what I saw here was that, okay, so in these three cards we have the woman and the woman and the woman, but in this card we have the man in front of the woman, right? And I was like, is that because this is being portrayed by you, and how, okay, this is divine guidance, and so now in the rest of the cards we're just talking about the divine guidance. Why are you not being portrayed here? But I think that this, with the two other cards coming out here, it is showing not you singular Leo, it's showing you as a couple, if that makes sense. And you as a couple, so this is almost like I'm going ahead and talking about you guys once you come together. Once this person is here, Leo, whether you're separated or single, once this person is here, it is talking about the whole love. It's, you're dressed in green. The both of you come in green. You come in peace. We have the green around the heart chakra, and it's all about feeling the love for the whole, the totality of you, which is like between you and source, between you and your inner being, however you want to, whatever word you want to use, it's the whole love. And so it's nothing fractured, there's nothing that needs healing. That's what you've been doing all this time, waiting for them to come in, if that makes sense. And then with the staff and with the crystal here, you both guys are like, this is representative of the both of you guys. You're holding this crystal, and the crystal for me is just super, super high vibration. So it's like it's a strong relationship. It's a high frequency. It is probably something that you really have not, you needed to get to this place in order to be in alignment with it. You really have, like, there's such a strong focus on maturing. Like, you matured. Yes, you become more emotionally stable, mentally stable, physically stable, all of that. You're not so, like, you know more. It's more like you stepped into your lioness, to your Leoness, before this person coming in, or this person couldn't have come in. So you probably have been dealing with like lower frequency relationships before, where you always sort of questioned it. It wasn't just a full-on, let's do this, you're my person. It was almost like you from the very beginning have known it isn't for me, but you still keep trying, and you keep, like, you want it to be the right one, and so you know, and it's not bad, and so you whatever this is for you, you know. And so when I asked is this to show me what really it means, then the Ace of Ariel comes out, and the Emperor, number 4, and it's so beautiful because the Empress is here as well. So it's describing how, just like I said with the number 4, which is all about the heart chakra, the green love, the heart center. The 4 is the heart center. The 4 is also a foundation. You're building a strong foundation. And on the bottom it says stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. And I just feel like when it comes out like this, number 3, number 4 together, it's really beautiful. It's like number 3 is all about creativity, passion, fun, joy, investing, and really investing in this relationship. Like, you want it as much as they want it. Is not, if you're in a separated situation, there's probably one of you guys that has felt more that you want this, or just really understood that this is your person while the other person wasn't ready for it. And it was a good thing they weren't ready for it, because you're so different, both of you today, coming together again. And so this time around, it's going to be an equal partnership. That's well put of how the energy feels. It's an equal partnership. And that could mean, even though you're in a committed relationship already, that it has been a bit off balance. Somebody has maybe been a bit more mature than you, or you've been a bit more mature than them. And it's like something has happened within the relationship that has made you both come into more of an equal place, right? So the Emperor and the Empress, it just speaks about like how the beautiful coupling is coming together here. It's so gorgeous. And underneath the Empress, it says, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. And to me, if I translate that into just your love story, it is all about, like it says, it's time to act upon your plans. But this is, like I said, I'm reading this out as if you met the person. Now it's time to be together. Now is the time for joyous exploration, joyous time to spend with each other, where there's no question about whether you guys should be together or not. Like that probably has been the main focus for you guys, whether or not you, like a constant questioning whether or not you should be together, or whether or not you should stay apart, or how long am I going to be single. Like the focus, the main focus has been on the togetherness or the apartness, rather than it's a locked in thing. We're now together. That's not debatable anymore. Like you both know it's an equal place. You both know now that you want to be with each other. So whether you're single, you're meeting this person, it's a done deal. Whether you're separated and so you're coming back together, there's not going to be one that is a bit on off again. It's sort of going to be, hello, sorry it took me a while, but I needed this journey and so did you. So here we are now. In a committed relationship, it's not debating whether to stay together or separate. It's like, we're in this now. We're doing this, period. So now what? Now what do we do? How do we make the most of this relationship? Like the conversations is going to be around who are you as a couple and how can you grow spiritually? What can you show the rest of the world? A Leo couple. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be two Leos, but you, the Leo, with another person, it is going to be a lot about what you're portraying to the rest of the world. I mean, the Emperor and the Empress, it doesn't get much more powerful than that. It really doesn't. I feel like one of you guys is more like, I don't know, more set in their ways, like more. So for instance, Leo is a fixed sign. Leo is a fire sign and a fixed sign. So that's why you're a bit stubborn when it comes to changing your mind about something. You're probably the type of person who say, no, we decided on this. But if you're being given 5 minutes, just 5 minutes to rethink it, you will come back 5 or 10 minutes later to say, okay, full on the other thing. Now the other thing is 100%. Like where did you come from? You didn't want this for, I know. I just needed 5 minutes to rethink the whole thing. Okay? And now I'm back and we're doing it 100% the way that you said it. That's sort of being a bit fixed in your way, and you're a fixed sign. So that's always going to be, and that's also, it plays so beautifully into the fact that you are a fixed sign, that you're stabilizing so much of the energy for yourself and so much for the other people around you. You're a stabilizer. You're a balancer, if that makes sense. So I would say initially that this is you. It feels like it's you're fixed and you're more set in your ways and more like really stable and solid and a balancer. But take it however it resonates with you, because something tells me that this is you. that there's something about you being really fluid these days. You being able to, if you needed 5 minutes before to change your mind, you need 2 minutes now to change your mind. It goes really quick. If it works, it works. You know, why stay in the old things that doesn't work anymore? You do linger there a bit, but it's fine. I feel that there's something about, take it however it flies. I feel like this could be you, Leo, and this is your partner, and that your partner then is, so this, if I describe this person, you do the math of who's who here, or who's whom's who. It is, they're very set in their ways. They know what they want. They're really stubborn, Taurus stubborn. They're stable. They're a safe place to fall. They're secure. And that means financially, emotionally, they're just a secure place to fall. It feels really, really beautiful and really stable. This person, the Empress, who can be both a man and a woman, who can be both a Leo or your partner, they're more fluid. They're more take things as they go. If this person is like, let's celebrate Christmas exactly like tradition wise, exactly how it's supposed to be every year. You're not supposed to put the lights up before that hour. We're not supposed to have that type of food before that day or that hour. Don't share the presents now. It's supposed to be like, they're very traditional. And this person is not. This person could say something like, let's go overseas to spend Christmas. And the other person is like, wow, I need 2 minutes to rethink. Maybe that's a sucky metaphor, but I'm just trying to explain that this is more spontaneous. They're very fun-loving. I think that they're very, I don't want to say childish. What is it that I want to say? Childlike, thank you. Childlike, you're very childlike, this person is very childlike and so freaking loving, so nurturing and loving and empathetic is what some people say. Empathic is what other people say. Maybe leave some comments. I'm not speaking, like, English is not my native language, so I'm not sure. And the combination is to die for. The combination between these two guys and these two energies, one is a little more subtle and sort of, let's go, let's do this, come on, let's do this. And so it brightens and lightens their load a bit. They're being like, not forced, but inspired to go do things that maybe is a bit outside the box, a bit outside of the comfort zone, as well as they can't just fly away and do all these crazy things. But this is a stabilizer. This is somebody that sort of, yes, that sounds all good and fun, but have you thought about this? No, I haven't. And it's like, it's a perfect combination. It's so loving and so fun between you guys. Oh, feels like it haven't even started yet and time is almost up. And then like the Ace of Ariel came out also underneath this, which underneath it says, it's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, and support, a change in job or promotion. So this just speaks volumes about what I just already said. Like, this person will bring with them so much resources, so much stability, so much balance. And the Ace of Ariel for me is just speaking about, like, the Ace is having the highest vibration. It's the number one. We could say it as if it is the number one as well, and the number one in the today's date. So it's all about the new beginning there. But the Ace is holding the highest vibration out of all. And so this is a heavenly orchestrated high vibration in this energy. You're not going to deal with a person who needs maturing. They've done their fair share of maturing, and you should be happy that you haven't found them sooner, so that you needed to grow apart, grow together, grow apart, like, but rather doing it alone and then coming together already in a really good balanced place. And it just speaks a whole lot about this could mean a lot of money entering into your relationship that is like financially is not going to be a struggle for you guys, but it also represents energy. Like there's so much good energy coming to your relationship, which is just awesome. And then we have the High Priestess. On top of that, we have the High Priestess, which is a number 2. And the number 2 for me is all about communication, conversation, and relationships. So it's gorgeous. The High Priestess. And I feel like this is telling about like how I started out saying that when I started the reading, like you're overseen. Do you say that? This relationship, and I felt that for I don't remember what other sign that was. Maybe that is your partner. That it was also, it's like it's being, somebody's really, really being involved. It's like one single angel is sort of put to just look over you guys' relationship, to make sure that you guys are doing what you're supposed to do so that you can come together and do what you're supposed to do together. That type of relationship feeling, that type of guidance, that type of divine guidance, I feel. And on the bottom it says powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. So it's just a very, very spiritual. I mean, we have 3 purple borders on the table. So it speaks about high spiritual growth here. High spiritual growth. And you're going to find through this person might already, if you're in a committed relationship, you might already understand and feel like you don't even need words when you're talking. And if you're in a separated situation, or if you're single, you might have started to feel them in their essence. You might have started to explore their energy, even though they're not here physically yet. I hope that makes sense. And then these two together, like relationship coming out together like that. To end it off with the green, which speaks about the whole love, the healed love. It's so beautiful. I'm going to continue to pull cards in the extended and see what else comes out around this gorgeous relationship. So if you feel drawn to this, if you feel like it resonated with you, then probably the extended will resonate with you as well. So I hope to see you there. If I don't, I hope to see you back in a week for your general reading. Take care, guys. Bye.